Okay, so I guess I'm live now. It's a very odd time, and I know I just come randomly. I don't even inform anyone, but then I can see people now. 1, 2, 4. Okay, so it's increasing. I just don't see any messages though. So for all the new people who have joined Funny Post off recently, welcoming you on board. And then since I guess most of you wouldn't be knowing that what is exactly happening right now, so I would just say that I generally come live once in a week, or finally I get some messages. So I just come once in a week or in a month's time and just come and casually talk to people. And as you know, that Funny Post is just not limited to sharing funny posts only, but we speak about a lot of stuff, about a lot of happenings that happening in the world. So okay, hi Sayed, hi Samina, Hashmi. I'm really happy, like the opening hi has been with a girl, but generally I always complain to my friends, and most of my followers or friends are like men, but I would be like really happy if I get a lot of women messaging over here. So Samina, sorry, thank you so much. Sayyid Ibrahim, Saurabh, happy Holi to all of you guys. Yeah. Praveen, hi Deepu, hi Roman, Marhaba, happy Holi. Happy Holi to all of you guys. I'm sure this week has been like really tough. First and foremost, it was a shock for the whole world, definitely, because Sri Devi, somebody we've grown up watching. Our parents were like so fond of her, a beautiful woman, obviously a legend in the Bollywood industry, has passed away. So it was a shock, and she passed away in Dubai, and Amritsar was here. So like this is one incident which kind of gives us the idea that life is very unpredictable and anything can happen at any point of time. The other thing which is ongoing is the issue in Syria, and it's very depressing to see all these pictures and posts of children suffering, like let alone adults, but then it's heartbreaking to see all the suffering for happening to the people and the kids in Syria. Okay, somebody says I look intense. I guess it's because of the lipstick that I'm using. I've like just used this lipstick, so please don't cut me off the topic. So what I wanted to say is that both the tragedies they are actually very tragic, and for all those people who are comparing the deaths of individual, that is very wrong, because each of them have like somebody who passes away. It's a very intense thing for the family or for the people who love the person who is going away, be it Syrians or be it a celebrity. So you should not be comparing. But yeah, definitely when it comes to media, like I don't know why it's like we all know that this incident, such as the one happening in Syria, is not covered. So what we can do is that we can share as much as possible on the social media, because this is something where we are all the journalists for the social media and we can talk about it. So I was just going through all these things that is there, like generally when you're on social media and you're scrolling through your page, you see or you come across a lot of stuff, and that's where I came to know about a Sikh community which is called Khasla community. If I'm not wrong, please correct me. So I really appreciate the work that is being done by all the celebrity. Somebody just messaged me a celebrity. Sorry. So I really appreciate the work that is being done by the Sikh community, and this Khasa community has just not been providing aid in Syria, but then we had the crisis in Burma, and wherever there's an issue, irrespective what country it is, this particular group of people, they go up to that area and support the people who are suffering. So hats off to the Sikh community, to this particular group called Khasla community, and I have shared it on the Facebook page as well. All they want, all the help that they require is that like they just want the donations, and I think the minimum donation is $10. So whoever just scrolls on this page or clicks on this link, do like just go and donate a certain amount. That's going to be serious help for all these people who are suffering. So this was a sad topic, and I have so much to talk about actually. And RJ Singh, what about PNB scam? I'm not sure about the PNB scam. Praveen, can you just update me about it? Arsanan Malik, this guy just comments something really weird, and I think I have blocked him, so I can't see his Facebook profile picture because his comments are like, if you're talking about the sun, he talks about volcanoes. Like, there's so much of difference in the topic of conversation. But anyways, hi Sharab, and thank you so much. Happy Holi to all of you guys. So these were the sad topics. Like, obviously, like we need to speak about it because it holds importance. And now coming down to all your messages. Arun Sharma, thank you Asif. Yeah, Jalan Jiru, media is not giving coverage. Like, see, there are certain things, I don't know why. That's what I say, that, there's loss of humanity in the world. There are like certain things which are really big, but, like maybe a mouse would die and the journalists and the media would go and cover that, oh my god, the mouse has died. But then there are certain things like, the rape incident that happened in Kasur with that small Pakistani girl, Zainab, that wasn't given weightage unless the social media, us, like youngsters, we started speaking about it. Like, we the generation, we are the ones who are highlighting issues. That's when the normal journalists, they feel that okay fine, this issue is something grave and we need to give importance to it. Just look at like what happened at the celeb Sridevi's death. Like, it's a death. She was a human being at the end of the day. Her family is going through a loss, and the media was like right at the face of people trying to cover the whole incident and the reaction that, see, like, this is what Arjun Kapoor is feeling, this is what Sonam Kapoor is feeling. Like, some people need to chill. Like, this is, at the end of the day, like, it's not all about money, it's not all about likes and comments, it's about, the loss, it's about the feeling. So people nowadays, I think there is a loss of humanity. The other day, I shared a video about an incident that happened in US where a homeless man was offered food by a very nice person. I think his name was Yolo. I don't know what his name was, sorry. So he was offered food and he was taken to McDonald's, and the manager thought that, it was trespassing by the homeless guy who was just wanting to have food. So these are certain things which are not given weightage, and like, people have to highlight it. So thank God to social media, to Facebook. As much as it's annoying, it has basically given us some form of authority too, that we can at least speak about things. Yeah, I've changed my hair color. Arsalan Malik says, let me block you. Good, you should block me. Have you offered food for homeless? Yes, for us, like, in Muslims, we have to offer zakat, and as much as we take care of the underprivileged, so, it's a really good deed. Like, eventually God pays you. It's like, God always tells us that, you take care of my people and I will take care of you. So obviously, like, in UAE, you don't have like beggars over here, which is kind of a good thing because it creates nuisance, and a lot of beggars like back in Pakistan have taken this as a business. But then definitely there's some underprivileged people like the cleaners in my office. So what I do is I occasionally give them some money or I give them something to eat. So like the smile that comes on their face, that's like irreplaceable, and it doesn't have a value. It's like, it has so much of worth that you just feel so good about yourself. You just feel, you automatically have that good vibe that, yeah, I did something good. So taking care of the homeless, having that bit of a humanity, like irrespective of what culture, what caste, what religion we are from, it makes a very big difference. Daniel, thank you, Daniel. Uh, Thank you so much. Okay, so the other thing that I want to talk about, because I guess like everything is pretty much settled now, people often message me on my inbox where they ask me that they want to be models. So I would just say that, see, media life is interesting, and somehow you'll probably be a VP or an SVP or a CEO of some company, but then somehow you won't have that limelight on you, because corporate limelight is a little dull, I guess, as compared to the other limelight that we have in media as models and as celebrity. But then what people fail to understand is that corporate life has that little bit of a dim. It doesn't give you that much of a boost, but then the money that you earn is like a lot as comparing to what you earn in media. Definitely for like when we start as beginners, we're not Shah Rukh Khans, or we're not like as lucky as Mahira Khan, or probably even like for myself, if I'm making a live video sitting here in UAE, definitely I do not expect that I would get a call from James Cameron from Hollywood or from Karan Johar that okay fine Rumi, we saw your live video and we want to cast you next to Shah Rukh Khan. That's impossible. And then even if I get that chance, you think that I can go and say okay fine, I'm coming in a movie for the first time, I'll charge like 3 lakh dirhams. It's impossible. You have to like make your way through it. Like in media you have to invest. Initially what happens, like I'll speak the truth over here, I don't know like how far the reality is, but then a lot of like models or people in the event industry, they kind of over exaggerate things. So I don't know if this would be taken in the right context or wrong, but I just want to tell all the newcomers that see, you should always have your education of, if definitely you're not from a star family, if like Kareena Kapoor is your mom or Shah Rukh Khan is your dad, that's a totally different thing, okay? But if you are not belonging to a star family, you're an average person just as how we are, you need to have a job, a stable job, and you can probably just keep media as something which you are doing it as a passion or a hobby. Because like people think that once I become a model, I'll be just rich and everybody would be talking about me. Definitely people will be talking about you, but the income is extremely limited. Because what happens in this part of the world is that if you're a newcomer, the designer will be like, how many they would see your followers. Obviously if you're famous, then they would think okay fine, we'll pay them. But then the biggest issue nowadays in the media industry is, and thankfully to all these aspiring models, they do not charge anything from the designers. They're like, oh my god, I'm becoming a model, so I won't charge anything, just get me in. So even for us as models, who are sitting over here, who want to get paid, we get like sort of overjumped or overlooked, because there's another one who wants to do everything for free. So that's what any media or any profession that you take, you have to ensure that you get returns, obviously, right? Because nobody is doing anything for free. If you're doing it as a hobby, you keep it, but then eventually at one point of time you would want to have some sort of returns in it. So for everyone who's messaging me that we want to be models, definitely there's no harm in becoming a model, there's no problem in getting into media, but then please keep your education and your job untouched. Make sure that your job is your first priority, and then media can be a second one, unless you're very rich and you have your dads to sponsor you. That's a different thing. If you are like from a very rich family and you have that money what it would require to come into media, then I would suggest you to go and make as many portfolios as possible, because you don't know, and use Instagram more than Facebook, because Instagram has a very open market. So just put hashtag, use these, like for me I use these hashtags: my Dubai, hashtag model, hashtag fashion, hashtag blogger, hashtag influencer, and then when people click on these hashtags, they find out your profile, and then that's how you get noticed, and you don't even know, like people start contacting you. So for me, like I don't, since I always said that Bollywood or movies or getting into media is not my hardcore thing, it's just that I'm doing it for fun. So what I've started doing now is like I would be soon promoting a product. So this is through Instagram, because my followers increased and there are a lot of people who message me and ask me, and they follow my footstep. I don't know why, but then thank you. So there was a lady who contacted me, and she has these really good products, like beauty products from which are from Poland. So she just asked me to use it, and she told me that I should be promoting it on my Instagram. So I should be doing that soon. I have to basically go and get the package today, because I just don't want to say something different or pronounce a different name, and that will lead to bad marketing. So yeah, and I think I spoke so much that I just missed all the comments. I will get married soon. Yeah, and the other thing is that like I just want to pass on a message. Like I just hope the journalists in Pakistan are going to hear this. See, Pakistan has a very conservative culture. Like whatever I have done, thankfully, like my family has been supportive, but I think I've already crossed that circle, and we are Muslims and we belong to a very conservative background, right? Because obviously, like look at what is happening with Veena and Meera. They tried using a very different form of marketing themselves, and they ruined it really badly. So like nobody thinks about them or talk about them in respect. Like that's how they always generally, like people here, like they're good human beings, so people generally make fun of them. Now, I don't understand why would the journalist in Pakistan contact a model in Dubai who's Pakistani, and knowing that they would say that, have you done any bold shoots? Excuse me, like, what do you mean by bold shoots? Like, this is not our culture, right? We are Muslims, we are Pakistanis, and if some model has given you those pictures, do you think the population in Pakistan would accept it with open hands? No, because people don't appreciate that. Why is Mahira Khan respected? Because she has always made sure that she comes up really nicely, and I admire her too. Like, one controversy, whatever happened, she made sure that she didn't repeat it again. She always controlled her personal life. But then the journalists in Pakistan, the media, I think you're representing Pakistan and the culture all over the world. Why would you randomly contact a model and ask her that, have you done a bowl shoot? Don't you see it in the profile that I haven't done it? Then why would you ask that, or why would you even promote it? Or if somebody is doing it, that's her personal life. But I don't think that, if we have to come, like, whatever I do, if I personally am not like very conservative in my dressing, I wear whatever I want to. But then, okay, I don't know, but I feel like there are a lot of people who are talking. So whatever I was saying is, in short, that us as Pakistanis should ensure that, we do, or what our work is basically that is being promoted on media is what the population would like, because media is made up of people. It's not like what you feel or what an individual would look like or the individual would conceive as. So yeah, with this, I think I have completed my whole speech, and I have spoken about so many things. Comments read karo. Okay, fine. So let me go. Thanks for giving us an insight of that part. It could be, sorry, I just can't sit here properly. I feel so restless. It could be a motivation for people like us to show more dedication towards our careers. Exactly. Nishant, because I wouldn't hide it from the world. You should like imagine it yourself. It's like, if you're a newcomer and if you don't have the followers and if people don't know you, do you think that any director, any designer or any makeup artist would pay you like zillions of money? No, they would probably ask you that, this is your first show, we'll give you some goodie bags, so like just come and walk. This would be your experience, and you will get that coverage and you will get the publicity, and we'll give you free portfolios. People generally don't pay, okay? So that's how it is, and like that's what I'm saying. It's like, unluckily, with all these aspiring models, it gets really difficult for people who are already stable in their modeling careers, that even for us, we have to decrease our charges because they want to do it for free. Do people come on Instagram? Yeah, people see, once you have like a lot of followers on Instagram, I guess that's already a motivation or an indication for you to start earning more. I don't know how Instagram pays you, because unfortunately it doesn't work in this part of the world. Like in UAE, I haven't seen that Instagram is actually paying people for the followers. But then what happens is that Instagram is the best source of marketing. Like, for example, if you have like 20,000 followers, if you have 15,000 followers, and each picture of yours has like minimum 200 to 500 likes, and you have a lot of comments or people like appreciating you and stuff, that's where the other marketing agencies see it, like people who want to promote their products and like new Instagram profiles. You just get into their site, and that's when they ask you for blogging, and you don't earn basically, but you eventually start earning, and you have a lot of benefits through it, because these like small profiles, they start sending their products to you as samples, so you get free makeup products, and then eventually, if it works well with them, that their product really gets good advertisement on your profile, they start paying you for it. So this is how you start getting paid. My name is Rumi. Islam says I will marry her. I am already committed, so you can't marry me. Thank you. Aftab Sheikh, how are you? Bowl shoot means like, can you expect, like, I just want to ask, or if any Pakistani is watching me, would you appreciate a Pakistani model shooting in a bikini, or wearing extremely skimpy clothes, and like just coming out in that bold avatar? That's what a bold shoot means. So imagine a Pakistani journalist asking you that, madam, aapne bold shoot kiye? Like, Read comments. Awais Khan, Sahil Rajput, Tarun Chaudhary, Sahil Rajput, take breath. Sunil Kumar, talking, talking, nothing else. हाँ, because मैं एक दफ़ा जब शुरू हो जाती हूँ तो मैं अपनी खुद की भी नहीं सुनती हूँ. No problem. You tell me. I love your voice. Okay, my interconnection is hanging because I guess मेरा Wi-Fi भी मेरी बात करने का लोड ले नहीं सक रहा. Okay, so what's happening between Muhammad Isa and Islam? There are some Arabic comments too. Sahil Rajput, Biswadeep, thank you. IPL favorite team? Shah Rukh Khan's team, whatever team it is. What is it called? I'm sorry, I don't know. Your lipstick is awesome. Thank you so much. This lipstick is from Color Pop. Aman Hamza, Tarun Chaudhary, expression too good. So that's it. I guess I've spoken so much and I'm actually very tired and there's one more thing that I want to speak about, but then I think I'll just give a summary. See, life isn't easy. There are a lot of problems, like specifically for me, like, honestly, you guys are like my actual friends, and this is the reason why I come live, because I get to speak to all of you. But in my real life, I hardly have like people who are genuine, because if there would be somebody who would want to talk to me, they would be expecting returns, or they would be jealous for some reason which I don't know why. I just believe in going with the flow, and I would just say that I or anybody who is with me or my friends, is just a suggestion to all of them. Just do good stuff, and where you feel that people are trying to use you, or they're just trying to get you into something which you don't prefer, just walk out of it casually, because eventually at the end of the day, whatever we do, like what you sow, so shall you reap. So for people who think that they can act too smart and they try to play around, so you should be knowing that there's something called as karma, and it definitely gets back on people. It's there in our religion, it's there in the world. The other thing, I really don't understand, like there's some women who are trying to be celebrities, or who are trying to show that they have everything in the world, and they're like perfect examples of perfect human beings, and they're the perfect Muslim girls, and they're belonging from beautiful families with best cultures, portraying the best of their like expressions in front of people. But then they diss other girls, like irrespective of that girl being, God forbid, if she's a bad girl or a bad woman. A good woman, like what she does is, even if she sees that the other woman is bad, she doesn't speak about her. She doesn't put status about her. She doesn't say that I'm a better woman than her. Because we as individuals do not judge other people. It's the guy who's sitting there, it's God, and the world who judges you. So, like just trying to put other people down on statuses or on comments, it's too childish, and it's very old school. People should try to do something different and mind their own business. So that's it. I guess that's all I wanted to speak, and as much as I wanted more of girl followers, but I just see guys commenting here, and I see two people fighting over something which I don't understand, because it's just repeated comments. So thank you everyone for all your love and support, and keep supporting us on Facebook funny posts, and follow me on Instagram in case you want to check or have a daily post update. So Facebook is very limited, and I am not adding any more people, because like the Facebook capacity is like almost full. So if you want, you can follow me on Instagram, and Instagram is RUMIMUNAWAR, Rumi Munawar. So thank you everyone for all your love and support. Take care, and have a happy weekend. Bye bye.